Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half acre homestead. Well, today I'm going to start the process for making apple cider vinegar. And I'm not going to go through the whole process of pressing out apples and all that stuff. I'm going to use apple cores. Okay, what we have here is a nice big crock, 3/4 full of apple cores. And some of these apples were huge and they wouldn't fit in my apple peeler and they wouldn't core really well either. Here I have a 1 liter, or you guys, for my American friends, it's going to be 1 quart, a 1 quart jar. And I have in it a couple of tablespoons of sugar. All right, now I'm going to fill this up with warm water because we have to dissolve the sugar. All right, let's just make sure this is dissolved. Now, one thing I have to tell you folks is if you are going to do this, do not use chlorinated tap water, okay? You need to use filtered water or spring water. If you're lucky enough like me on a well, you can use well water, but don't use anything that's been treated because it will stop the fermentation process, okay? So we've dissolved our couple of tablespoons of sugar in there, and this is warm water, and we're just going to pour this all over these apple cores. And guess what? I need more. Now you can do this with honey if you like. It's just going to take longer to ferment. All right, we're just going to pour this, and I used warm water. A, it helps start the fermentation process, and B, it helps dissolve the sugar. Now, we're just going to take a clean dish towel and we're going to put it on over top. I would put this out in my porch, except I would probably have issues with squirrels. So I'm just going to put this over. You just want it in a warm, not hot, but in, you know, a corner somewhere where your animals aren't going to get in it. And we're going to let this sit for a week. And we are going to stir it every day, and when this clear fluid changes color, then we'll strain the apples out and we will continue. Alrighty folks, let's go to the next stage of our apple core cider vinegar. Now, when you get to this point, this has been in here for over a week, you're going to see scum on the top. That's actually absolutely fine. That's what's going to end up being the mother in your vinegar. We're just going to strain this, and it's already got that tart, sour smell. And don't waste your apple cores. The pig will just love those. We're going to dump them in the pig pot. Now, I may need one more jar or a bigger jar, but I'm going to pour this into a jar. Yeah, I'm going to need a bigger jar. All right, let's get it into the half-gallon jar. Now, I did try this once before, and I thought it went bad. So I poured it out because it froze in my porch over the winter. And I realized as I was pouring it out that it smelled like vinegar. So I'm not going to give up on this one. Now we have it in our half-gallon jar, and it's already got a nice light color. And we're just going to take cheesecloth. Now we want several thicknesses of cheesecloth for one simple reason. We don't want fruit flies in there. And we are going to screw our ring down over top. And we're just going to put this probably in my pantry. And we're going to allow this to percolate for about another month or so. Actually, the longer it sits, the better it becomes, the stronger it becomes. All right, so we'll be back in about a month. Here's our apple core vinegar, and it's been brewing for a long time. And it smells just like vinegar. And it tastes just like vinegar. So We're going to put a lid on it. I don't know how well you can see that. See that circle there? That's actually like a piece of jellied pectin almost. That's your mother. That's what makes it so healthy. But anyway, if you want to test the acidity of your vinegar, you go right ahead to a winemaking store and ask for test strips. And you can test the acidity level of your vinegar, and you can make it as strong or as weak as you want. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, vinegar from apple cores. Who'd have thunk it? Bye-bye.